guess, Andy, that final minute, a lot like Mercer, had opportunities and just couldn't get it done and allowed them to have that shot.
That's right. That's right. Up 4. I can't remember if we had the ball up 4. Did we ever have the ball up 4?
You had the ball up for
It was. I know it was 80 to 76, but I don't know if we had the ball. Without the ball, we never got the ball. You know, the thing that's disheartening is our last 2 possessions we don't get a shot. You know, Sebastian is our best rebounder per minute. That's why I'm trying to play him more, because again, for the 5th consecutive game, we get out rebounded. It was a huge challenge to the team. I felt like if we get out rebounded, we're going to lose the game. Ultimately, there were a lot of factors, but I thought that was a big one. Freshmen trying real hard and threw the ball to them where they get us in the open floor, and then hurt us on the offensive glass again. And then at the end, I don't know if he was set or not set. I don't know. We were just trying to pull their 5 into a ball screen so that Jarvis could try to get an angle and drive it. And he's been very effective. He shot 12 free throws, and that was my mindset at the end. We get the block call, and then 5 seconds to play. You're trying to keep them from getting a shot at the basket, and the kid throws in a one-legged banker. So give them credit. When you let a team come in and out-rebound you, let them shoot 58% in the second half. We're trying as best we can to mix and match. And I thought they did a really good job of moving the ball. 20 assists on 31 made field goals is phenomenal. Their ball movement was as good as I've seen in this building since Florida of 2 years ago. The 2-3 zone wasn't as effective because they were picking us apart and throwing it at point-blank range. Devin Oliver, number 5, the kid who hit the last one, had a monster game for him. We had a number of opportunities where if we could have gotten a stop or a putback or, handled a ball between 2 bigs from 3 feet, then maybe the outcome would have been different. But unfortunately for us, it's not.
You spoke about this week, but this is the 3rd loss on your home floor this year, and that's just not like any team you've coached. I mean, is that just this team not? I don't know, what is it? Why has that been a struggle?
I'm not real sure. I know that a tried and true formula is the fact that you got to protect your home floor if you're going to have any aspirations of doing anything meaningful at the end of the season, and we haven't done a good job of that. We've lost 2 overtime games and on a last-second shot. We've been in every game, but our inability to make the play has cost us. Now, we've also been in situations where it's helped us. Obviously, our non-league schedule has been pretty competitive. I think that'll pay dividends for us down the road. So every game is going to be a possession here, a possession there, and unfortunately tonight we didn't make the play.
Andy, did you think y'all were getting good looks on the perimeter in the first half, just not hitting them, or were they contesting those pretty well?
It's hard for me to say until I see the tape. I thought Jarvis was tremendous as he's been for us all year. Very strong off the bounce. Marshall made a couple of shots. Derek finally threw one in. They got really extended, as a lot of people do. They got really extended, so we were playing behind our screening action, and we've got to make those plays. Our big guys have got to do what Dayton's big guys did, and that's finish through contact at the rim. And if you do that, then this team's got a chance to win some basketball games.
Just talk about the momentum, or maybe the lack of, heading into SEC play now after, I guess, a tough loss like this.
Well, we've got to, as quickly as possible, put this behind us and get our focus on really the first week. It's unusual. We've got a Thursday, Saturday swing plus travel in between, so and without Marshall. So we'll have to get back in the gym tomorrow and evaluate the things that we did poorly. We did some good things as well. Dayton's a good basketball team, and we had our opportunities, but again, our inability to make the play cost us. We've got to shore up some areas that were deficient, namely rebounding and defense. Tonight we weren't very good defensively. And that coupled with not getting a shot at the basket in your last 2 offensive possessions typically is going to put you on the losing end, and that's what happened.
Andy, in a regulation, Jarvis gets the ball. It seemed like that's a big step for this team, that it wasn't a play going to Marshall. Instead, it was somebody else in that position. Well,
Jarvis is our best player. He's not our most hyped player, but he's our best player and has been all season. Marshall does what Marshall does, and he has the ability to knock down shots. And I thought the way Dayton's mindset, and again, I haven't talked to Archie. You can ask him this question, but his mindset, I think, was not to allow Marshall Henderson to beat him. And so when you do that, it takes other players out of the action, and we've got to be able to take advantage of that, and that's where we're falling short. We've got to have other guys step up and make plays because he draws so much attention off that screening action. Jarvis is the one guy that made plays, but to beat Dayton, you've got to have more than one of those. You've got to have other guys step up and make plays. There were opportunities there tonight, and we didn't get it done.
You mentioned how aggressive Dayton was on Marshall. They basically, hedging and basically doubling him, forcing him to drop it off. What was that? The most aggressive that anybody's guarded on Marshall
I
this
thought
year?
Kansas State was similar to that. I thought Marshall made better decisions. He took one awful shot, but I thought for the most part for him, he was square. They're hard shots, but they weren't double clutch three-pointers, which you'll throw up every once in a while, and I didn't think he did that but once tonight. He was making the right read. We've got to finish behind the play, and not only making the shot, but just not even getting the shot up. We had 2 or 3 opportunities down the stretch, which really could have given us some separation, and we couldn't get it done.
Not having Marshall these next 2 games, how much does it change what you do? I mean, it seemed like the team got a pretty decent offensive flow, and Marshall's starting to settle into a role, but now he's out for 2 games.
Yeah, we'll have to change. We'll obviously have to change the way we play, really on both sides. It'll give us a little more flexibility defensively. We won't have to try to do it as much with smoke and mirrors. But offensively, obviously, it's going to be a challenge. We're going to have other guys step up.